Hello, everyone. This is Bob Niederman. I want to follow up on my last video about breakthrough conversations. In that video, I promised you to teach you a little bit about how to have breakthrough conversations. That is, how to have conversations in which you get outside your comfort zone into your learning zone and start to have conversations that you always wanted to have. And not have the same old repeated conversations that are frustrating and difficult and maybe even obnoxious to you. Okay, how do you do that? Well, first of all, it's not enough just to want something. You have to actually figure out how to do it and then be willing to do something new, something you haven't done before. Let me give you an example. The other day I was talking to an abbot of a Buddhist center. Now, the center, one of the main philosophical points, the thing that they emphasize a lot, is compassion. So I was talking to this abbot, and she was telling me about a story about a mother who wanted to leave her child at the center and then leave. Now, that's against the rules of this center. The rule is that if you leave your child there, you have to be on the premises. You can't leave, can't drive off and leave your child there. Well, this mother wanted to do that, and they told her that was against the rules. The mother got upset. She became irate. In fact, they had a big argument, and everyone was telling this mother, no, that's the rule. You have to follow these rules, and you're not obeying the rules. Well, this mother got more and more angry, and the abbot also reiterated this was the rule. The mother got even more intensely angry, and the abbot was saying to herself, hey, you know what, I might have to call 911 on this woman and have her taken away. Well, finally, this woman did calm down, but it took quite a while. Then the abbot told me this story, and she said to me, well, Bob, what would you do in a situation like this? And I said, well, I'd have some empathy for her. She said, what do you mean? Well, I would say, well, it looks like you're pretty angry, you're pretty upset. I'm wondering if you're upset because you were planning to leave your child here and you had some things to do, and maybe you wanted to go to a doctor's appointment or go to a job or something important, and now you're frustrated because you can't do what it was you were thinking of doing. Is that what's going on? In other words, have some compassion, have some empathy for this person. Maybe there's a reason for her to be so upset. Well, this has seemed obvious to me, but the abbot looked at me and she says, wow, I never thought about that. I said, what do you mean? She said, well, I always think about telling people that they need to follow the rules. I don't think about having compassion and empathy for the other person. Now, this is a good point. Here is this abbot who's in charge of this Buddhist center, and their whole philosophy is around compassion. But when it comes to practicing compassion, she has no practice doing it. So this is true for, I think, most of us. We're used to say, follow the rules when we make these demands. So here's a practice I would like you to follow. I would like you to try this week. I would like you to think about anytime you're having a conversation, and you're listening to the other person with compassion, with empathy, try to get into their shoes. In other words, try to see things from their point of view. Try to guess what they're feeling. Try to guess what they want. It has nothing to do with agreeing with them. It has nothing to do with you giving up what you think or what you feel or what you want. It has nothing to do with that. Empathy has only to do with understanding the other person. See if you can try that. See, guess like I did with this woman, just in this story. Try to guess what they might be feeling and might be wanting, and see if that brings you closer to an understanding of the other person. This is what I want you to try. Try it once each day. Anytime you have a conversation, just guess, oh, maybe you're feeling this and you're wanting that. Just try that. See what happens. See if that changes the connection you feel towards this other person. You might sense that it's a little awkward because it's outside your comfort zone. It's not something you're used to doing. But if you try that and you practice it, you'll get better at it. If you want more practice, join one of our master classes. I invite you to do that. Come join us, and attached to this email, you'll find some information. Okay, good talking to you. Bye.